Lady Panther softball. You just got to. And we're getting ready to get underway. Wilson will work behind the plate as we've had the McGowan Auto Sales pregame show. I'll give you the Town and Country Insurance starting lineup for the Lady Panthers. Leading off and playing center field, Sadie Schobert. Hitting second and playing second base, the fielding whiz, Mackenzie Schobert. Hitting third and on the bump, Peyton O'Connor. Hitting cleanup and playing shortstop, Sophie Peterson. Behind the dish and hitting fifth, Gabby Miller. Hitting sixth and playing first, Landry Golden. Hitting seventh and playing right field, Stella Benson. Hitting eighth and playing first base is Chloe Slagle. And I don't have anybody here playing third base. I think she's playing third, and then Hadley Driscoll's playing right field. So Stella moves to left, Hadley moves to right. For the Ava Bears, this is what we got. Autumn Cudworth hitting first, playing left field. Dalen Staniford playing second, hitting second. Lily Honeycutt playing first, hitting third. Hannah Forrest playing center field, hitting cleanup. McKenna Kuntz catching, hitting fifth. Hunter Strunk on the bump, hitting sixth. Abby Fortner playing shortstop, hitting seventh. Miley Jones playing third base, hitting eighth. And Madeline Goss playing right field and hitting ninth. As we get ready to get underway, the Ava Bears will be the home team. This thing was seeded like it was last year. Ava.
Up first for Mountain Grove, Sadie Schober.
Sadie Schober steps to the plate from the left side. And the pitcher, Hunter Strunk, looks in. Schober ripped a double down the right field line in the last game. She swings and misses at a high fastball. No balls, one strike. Just underway here in the semifinal game. Winner goes to the ship. Loser will play for third, as these both won their first game. Good poke into right field again, gets by the right fielder. Sadie's around first, digging for second. She's looking to go to third. Here she goes. She's pounding the turf. She's in there standing up with a stand-up triple. Sadie Schobert, she's got that right field line down.
Up next to bat, number 15, Mackenzie Schober.
Now Mackenzie Schobert, her cousin, steps into the plate. Mackenzie made some web gems in the first game. Mackenzie looks down at Coach Hyde for some signals. Runner on third. We need to get her home. Mackenzie, an excellent bunter. Strunk looks in, fires. Mackenzie pulls her bat back. 1 ball, no strikes. Coach Hyde giving Sadie some instructions over there at third base. Coaching her up, man. Mackenzie digs in. 1 ball, no strikes, nobody out. Runner on third. Good bunt there. Beautiful bunt. Just what she needed to do. And in comes Sadie, and an RBI bunt there for Mackenzie. And that's a sacrifice right there, but kind of a safety squeeze. Beautiful play right there to get that runner in. Peyton O'Connor steps in the plate. Peyton working on the rubber today. Strunk looks in. Peyton hits from the right side. Has a lot of pop. Looks at the ball inside. 1 ball, no strikes here. Ava's pitcher has a little velo on it. Ball right there, right across right downtown Central. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Wind's blowing straight out to dead center field, it looks like. Peyton O'Connor looks at the ball just a touch. No, strike 2, right at the knees. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 run in for the Lady Panthers. Lady Panthers 1, Ava nothing. O'Connor, the 3-hitter, Strokes one in the hole. Goes through second and first base. Out into right field for a base hit. Nice piece of hitting by Peyton. That's going to bring up Sophie Peterson.
Up next to bat, number 25, Sophie Peterson.
Sophie with two doubles and a grand slam on opening day at Eminence. Cleared the right field fence. Went oppo taco on us. Sophie looks down at Coach Hyde. Got a courtesy runner in. I didn't see the number of the courtesy runner. Tried to get that. Oh, I don't have it. Taylor Hicks is running. Okay. Taylor had a class this morning. Taylor, the only senior, had to be at her class on Saturday morning, so she got a late start to the tournament. As Strunk looks in, no balls, one strike on Sophie. Wind pitch. Sophie swings at a high, hard one. As Taylor steals second with a head first slide. No balls, two strikes on Sophie, one out. Taylor, the courtesy runner for the pitcher. Sophie digs in. No balls, two strikes. She's going to have to protect the plate here. Strunk winds. Good foul tip to stay alive by Sophie. Count remains no balls, two strikes. Starting to warm up a little bit out there. Those guys out in right field can take their shirts off now. You know, soak in the sun. Sophie swings at a high, hard one. Goes down swinging. That's going to bring.
Next to bat, number 1, Gabby Miller.
That's going to bring up Gabby Miller, who's behind the dish again. Gabby did a really good job. 2 down. Runner on second in scoring position, and Taylor's got good wheels. Miller, just a freshman, digs in. She hits a little looper over to the shortstop, makes a jump and catch to rob Gabby of a RBI base hit. And that's going to do it here in the top of the first as the Panthers get 1 run on 2 hits and strand 1. We'll be back with the bottom of the first inning here at the Family Pharmacy Memorial Tournament here at Mayberry Park on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Lady Panther Softball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Ava will lead off with Autumn Cudworth. Daleen Stanifer and Lily Honeycutt will be the first 3 batters for Ava. The Panther defense looks like this. You got Chloe Slagle at third, Sophie Peterson at short, Mackenzie Schobert at second, Landry Golden at first. You've got in left field, you've got In left field, you have Stella Benson. In center field, you got Sadie Schober. And in right field, you got Hadley Driscoll. And that's how the defense lines up. And Peyton O'Connor is on the rubber today. Autumn Cudworth, the left fielder, will lead things off for Ava. Ava always has a good girls softball program. But Lady Panthers have their work cut out for them today, but I think they can do it. Peyton looks in, gets the sign, winds and fires. Good pitch right there. I guess just a touch low. 1 ball, no strikes. You're on a little chilly afternoon. Wind's kind of dying down, though. Good pitch there. But a little inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Two balls, no strikes. Wine and deal. There's another one inside. Count goes 3 balls and no strikes. And one thing we didn't see much of the last game was base on balls. As Peyton tries to regroup. Good pitch there. Ball 4. 4 straight balls.
Up to bat, number 5, Dalen Stanifer.
Dalen Stanifer, the next hitter for Ava, the number 2 hitter with a leadoff runner on a walk. Good discipline at the plate. Peyton looks in, gets the sign, winds and deals. Good pitch there. And that's all she needs to do. 1-0, Lady Panthers. Sadie Schober leads off with a leadoff triple to start the game. And then her cousin, Mackenzie, puts down a beautiful bunt down the first baseline to get her home. There's a ball tapped foul over by the Ava dugout. The count goes to no balls, 2 strikes. Good pitch there by Peyton. No balls, 2 strikes. Ball goes outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Peyton tried to get her to chase there. 1-0, Lady Panthers. O'Connell winds, fires. Good pitch there. Lined into right field. A hit and run. It gets by Driscoll out in right field. Goes all the way to the fence. And Stanifer's digging for third as she gets an RBI triple there as it gets by the right fielder. And this game is tied. Nava with a runner on third, nobody out.
Up to bat, number 8, Lily Honeycutt.
That brings up Lily Honeycutt, the first baseman for Ava. 1-1, all tied up. And a line shot that gets by the right fielder. And we switch positions as Benson goes to right. Benson goes to right and Driscoll goes to left. One to one your score here. There's a ball fouled straight back. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Man, if you haven't got anything to do on this Saturday afternoon, get on down to Mayberry and watch some good girls softball. This thing's fast. If you haven't ever seen high school or college softball, a lot of fun. Good pitch there, popped up. Golden on the move. She gets over there and catches it by the fence. Good defensive play there by Landry Golden. Good hustle. Man, she took that right off the cage.
Number 7, Hannah Forrest.
Hannah Forrest, the cleanup hitter. And a good pitch by Peyton O'Connor. 1 out now. Runner still on third. 1-1 tie here. O'Connor winds, deals. Good pitch there. No, gets past Miller. The runner's going to advance home. And that makes the score 2-1 Ava. Two to 1 Ava. 1 out. Nobody on base now. One ball, no strikes, one out. Swing and a miss there. Good pitch by Peyton. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2-1's your score. Ava on top here early. First inning. O'Connor tries to put it over the outside part of the plate. Just misses. 2 balls, 1 strike. Good idea going inside and outside. O'Connor winds and deals right over the plate, swing and a miss. Good pitch by O'Connor right on the knees. Evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes here. Family Pharmacy Lady Panther Classic here at Mayberry Park. Winds and deals. Just a touch high, and that moves the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And had nice weather, even though it was a little chilly. You know, the last couple of years we hadn't been able to get it in. We've had to do different things. One was totally canceled. Peyton fires. The ball gets away from Gabby. The runner's going to keep on going. She goes from first to second. Miller throws it, but not in time.
Up next, number 33, McKenna Kuntz.
That brings up Kuntz, the catcher from Ava, with a runner on second with just 1 out. And the Lady Panthers are making some crucial errors here they didn't do in the first game. Got to get a little more focused. Won the first one. It's Peyton. O'Connor looks in, fires. Good pitch there. 5 ball. Deep into left center field. It gets over the left fielder's head. And a double. And Ava fans are fired up as they take a 3-1 lead.
Up next, number 24, Hunter Strunt.
Hunter Strunt, the pitcher, comes to the dish for Ava, and this isn't the start the Lady Panthers wanted.
It's getting warm in here with the sun.
Wind and fire. It gets by Miller, and she didn't have a pass ball the whole last game, and she's had several here. (3-1) your score with a runner on third and 1 out. 1 ball, no strikes is your count on Strunk. Wind and a deal. Cut, foul. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here in the semifinal game. The winner of this will meet Thayer in the finals. The loser will play for 3rd place against Houston. O'Connor fires. Good pitch there. Strike. Moves the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. Runner on third for Ava. They've scored 3 runs here in the bottom of the first. O'Connor looks in, gets the sign from Miller, winds, deals, swing a little line drive, dove for. O'Connor picks it up, but not in time. But they hold the runner on third. As Chloe,
Number 2, Abby Fortner.
As Chloe dives for it, couldn't come up with it. They have a courtesy runner for Strunk. And the Lady Panthers continue to have a tough first inning here. 1 out, runners on the corners. And Addie Fortner, she goes to bunt, pulls her bat back. 1 ball, no strikes. They're calling the defense. They wind and fire. Good bunt right there. Gonna have to go to first. And it gets by McKenzie. And they fire to third, but she's gonna beat it. And the wheels are coming off of this cart right now. 4-1. Lady Bears from Ava. Miley Jones, the third baseman. And the Lady Panthers, unlike what we've seen in this week, have committed several key errors. Four to one's your score. Ball gets by Miller, and she's having a tough time back there. Runners at second and third, still only one out here in the first inning. O'Connor. Ball hit to Peterson at short. She boots it, picks it up, fires. And the Ava runner beats it out.
Up next, number 25, Madeline Goss.
This will bring up the right fielder, Madeline Goss. Now it's 5-1 here in the first. Nothing going right so far for the Lady Panthers here in the semifinal game. There's another bunt, and that's a strike as she attempted. No balls, one strike, one out. 5-1's your score. Runner on second and third. And Ava looking to bust this thing wide open. O'Connor. Winds and deals. Good pitch there. Swinging a foul ball. Tried to bunt the first at bat and then swung away that time. 0-2 count. One out. I'd say she'll be swinging away here. She's the ninth hitter in the order. And then they go back to the top to Autumn Cudworth, who walked her first at bat. Tried to get her to chase. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Comes in, swing and a miss. Or just gets a piece of it. Just gets a piece of it. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. 5-1's your score. It's been all Lady Bears. Peyton O'Connor trying to get out of a jam. Ball hit right by her. Sophie picks it up, boots it. And we're booting everything out there. Nobody's fielding it cleanly.
Up to bat, number 3, Autumn Cudworth.
Now back to the top of the order for Ava. It's 6-1 here. Looking to settle things down. As they have a meeting on the mound. And they're talking things over. Looks like Landry's running this meeting. 6-1 your score, 1 out. Runner on third base, and runners on the corner, first and third. Swing and a miss by Cudworth. The runner, Goss, moves off second base. No throw. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. We need a strikeout or an out in the worst way without letting the run score. Good pitch there. Strike 2. Peyton O'Connor painted the inside corner right there. Good pitch. Went outside the first pitch and came right in at her. She has a pitch that kind of carries that way. There's a good pitch, swing and a miss. No foul ball. She was on the move. She didn't know if she hit it or not, but she was going to first base. Gabby, who did a real good job back there in the first game, having a little trouble keeping that ball in front of her here in this second. Oh, nice pitch there. Just misses. Boy, that was close. Too close to take. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here, 6-1 your score. There's a good pitch, just a touch high. Evens the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Wine and a deal. The ball's a little low and the count moves full. And after an 0-2 count, we are now full here with 1 out and first base open, but second and third sure aren't. A wind and a pitch. Strike 3, and she gets the called third strike as Cudworth looks. And that brings up Stanifer.
Number 5, Dalen Stanifer.
Stanifer, the second baseman, had a big hit in that first inning. Triple. She strokes it to right field again for a base hit, and that's going to score 2. And that's going to blow this thing wide open, 8-1 here in the first inning. And that's Stanifer's second base hit. And that brings up the first baseman, Honeycutt, who fouled out to Landry Golden in the first at bat. She swiped it off the cage. 2 down now. 8-1's your score. Swing and a miss. Way ahead of that one. Peyton took something off. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs.
I want to say, I think it was right here. It made it to.
And she
Yeah, it made it to the field.
strokes at the third. Chloe with a great play over there as she blocks it and throws her out. And that's going to do it here in the bottom of the first. But the Lady Panthers give up 8 runs on several hits and several errors. We'll be back with the top of the second with the Lady Panthers coming to hit, trying to get back in this one on the home of Lady Panther softball, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Lady Panther softball. As on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. We start off the top of the second inning. Who's hitting?
Landry Golden.
Oh, Golden's up. Landry pops up to the pitcher. She's underneath it, makes the catch.
Up next to bat, number 6, Stella Benson.
Just like that, 1 pitch and 1 out. Now Benson. Move Stella down in the order a little bit. Stella pops one up. Looks like it's going to go to the shortstop. Shortstop's there, makes the catch. One-handed grab and 2 pitches, 2 outs here in the top of the second.
Number 9, Chloe Slagle.
Slagle. She hits a pop fly on the first pitch, and that's an out. 3 pitches, 3 up, 3 down, and that's going to do it for the Lady Panthers here in the top of the second inning as the Lady Bears from Ava lead this one 8-1. We'll be back with more Lady Panther softball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Lady Panther softball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. We move to the bottom of the second inning. Lady Panthers got a big mountain to climb as they're down 8-1. The Ava Lady Bears coming to hit.
Up to bat, number 7, Hannah Forrest.
Hannah Forrest, the cleanup hitter, is going to hit for the Ava Bears. Plays center field. She looks at a ball outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Winner plays there in the championship game. Loser plays third of Houston for third place. Right here on field number 1. We'll be bringing you either game live as a swing hit to the shortstop. Sophie's up with it, fires to first. They get her, and that's more like it. That's more like the Lady Panthers I know. Brings up the catcher, Kuntz. 1 out here, top of the second inning. O'Connor looks in. Peyton fires. Good pitch there, just a touch low. 1 ball, no strikes. One ball, no strikes, 1 out. Wine and fire, just right over the inside part of the plate. Strike 1, evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Vincent fires just a touch high, moves the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. Excuse me. I lost my counterpart, Rocky, for this one. I don't know where he ended up. And there's a ball hitting the gap in right center over. It gets over Sadie Schober as she was on the dead run trying to get it in a double for Hannah Forrest. Or excuse me, no, McKenna Kuntz. Now a courtesy runner comes in for her. That brings up Hunter Strunk, the pitcher. Runner on second, 1 out. 8-1 your score. Lady Bears from Ava on top. Bottom of the second inning in the Family Pharmacy Lady Panther Classic. Peyton fires. Swing, slow roller to first. A good play by Landry as she tags the runner, trying to get the other runner at third. Just can't get it done in time as the ball was hit too softly. But that's out number 2. That brings up Abby Fortner, the shortstop for Ava. 2 down. We need to leave that runner on third. They don't need any more runs. Peyton looks in, gets the sign. O'Connor fires. Ball a little low. Good block there by Gabby. Keep the ball in front of her. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Runner on third. Peyton looks in, wheels, deals. Pitch hit foul down the first base line. Error on the first base coach from Ava as she bobbles it. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Peyton winds, deals, just a touch high. Moves the count to 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Got to keep that runner right there where she is on third. We did that in the first game. You know, we got out of some jams. Wheels, deals against Willa. A ball just a touch outside, moves the count to 3 balls, 1 strike. On Strunk. Strunk, the pitcher for Ava, has a pretty good idea where the strike zone is. There's one a little high, and she draws a walk. A 2-out walk there.
Up next, number 1, Miley Jones.
Miley Jones up. Excuse me, that was Abby Fortner, not Strunk. Strunk grounded out to first base. So 2 down. Jones hits a fly ball into right field. They're on the move. Oh, and what happened? We had some miscommunication there. I don't know what happened. They're going to try to score another one. And she's in. And just like that, it's 10-1. As they score 2 runs there on a fly ball that should have been caught.
Up next, number 25, Madeline Goss.
And I thought Stella had it, and all of a sudden she stopped. And that brings up Goss, the 9-hole hitter for the Lady Bears. 10-1's your score here with 2 outs. Peyton winds, deals. Gabby blocks it, keeps it in front of her. Ball, 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. There's a pitch, swing and a miss. Or no. And the runner from Ava steals second. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. But a runner in scoring position for the Ava Lady Bears, and that's the last thing we want. Peyton winds and deals. It's a pitch a little bit outside. Moves the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 down. 10-1's your score, Lady Bears. Peyton wheels, deals. Good pitch there. Hit out into right field. Stella's on the move. Knocks it down. Fires home. There's going to be a play at the plate. The ball gets by Miller.
Up next, number 3, Autumn Cutworth.
Coach Hyde's going out to talk. I think she's going to make some moves here. I think Taylor Hicks is going to come into the game. As we do some changing around. Hicks does come in the game. See what we got. I don't know. There's a lot of moving and shaking and baking. We'll see who moves where and what. I think they're going to bring Peyton out. Who's that on the mound? Hadley Driscoll's going to be coming in mound. So she comes out from left field. Looks like Sadie Schober going to go to left field. Taylor Hicks is going to go to center field. And Stella Benson will be in right. And that's what it looks like. And it looks like Peyton O'Connor's going to go to first base. And Landry Golden's going to come behind the dish. And it looks like Sophie's going to third base and Gabby Miller's going to short. And while we get all this stuff straightened out, we're going to take a short break and hear from our great sponsors who make all this happen on the home of Lady Panther softball, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Lady Panther softball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99, 11-1. Cut back to the top of the order, and the likes of Cudworth with 2 outs. Runner on second base. Changes. Hadley Driscoll comes in to pitch, and that's a ball high. Sophie Peterson goes to third. Gabby Miller goes to shortstop. Peyton O'Connor goes to first. Landry Golden comes behind the dish. That's a ball inside. And they fire it back there. Landry pretty aggressive with her arm. Fires it to Gabby. You got Taylor Hicks in center field, Stella Benson in right field, Sadie Schobert in left field. So a lot of moves. And Chloe goes to the bench. Chloe played an awful good third base today. Driscoll, 3-0's the count. A strike in there on Cudworth. And Cudworth was halfway to first base. 2 down. Runner on second. Lady Panthers need an out. Pitch is high. Ball 4. And the leadoff runner walks.
Up to bat number 5, Dalen Stanifer.
Stanifer, who's 2 for 2 on the day with 2 big rips. Good hitter. Maybe their best hitter. She digs in from the right side with runners on first and second. She almost gets hit. They fire it back to Miller. Miller looks the runner back to second. Landry showing off that arm back there behind home plate. 1 ball, no strikes, and we need some strikes here. 2 balls, no strikes. That's 6 balls in a row here. And you're not going to get anything done like that. And there's another ball, 7 in a row. We haven't thrown a strike. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. And there's ball 4, 8 balls in a row. Two outs. Bases juiced, full of Lady Bears. They're looking to just totally break it open. One ball, no strikes. Driscoll, 9 straight balls. She winds and deals. It's a ball inside. Two balls, no strikes. There's one hit out into left field, but it's going to get foul. Stays in the field, but well foul. No chance for Sadie Schober to get over there and make a catch. Wind's back up going. It's kind of blowing from right to left right now a little bit. Wind the pitch. And that's a ball inside, and that's 3 balls, 1 strike. And she did foul one off. That broke the streak. 2 down. Winding the pitch. And there's a strike, and that moves the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Ava 1 hit away from just getting this thing turning really ugly. And there's a strike 3, and she gets her. And that's going to do it as she looks at strike 3 right down Grand Central. And here in the bottom of the second inning, Ava puts up 3 more runs to make the score 11-1. We'll be back with the top of the third with the Lady Panthers coming to hit. Let's see if we can cut into this lead on the home of Lady Panther softball, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Lady Panther softball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99.
Up to bat first for Mountain Grove, number 4, Hadley Driscoll.
Hadley Driscoll, who's on the rubber right now, pitching for the Mountain Grove, is up. Let's see if we can't get a big rally started. Hadley hits from the right side. Strunk on the rubber for Ava. Winds and deals. There's a strike right at the knees, and Strunk's been very consistent. She hasn't walked the batter. 11-1 your score, Lady Bears. Strunk looks in, gets the sign, winds, deals. Ball's right about the letters, a little high. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Driscoll, just a freshman. Future's bright. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss as she chases a high one. That would have been ball 2, 1 ball, 2 strikes. We got to take a deep breath, relax, and get them 1 run at a time. But you got to get base runners to get runs. Strunk looks in, gets the sign, fires, a swing and a miss, and that's going to do it for Driscoll. 1 out here in the top of the third. That's going to bring up Schober. Schober led off with a stand-up triple here to start this game. It looked like things were going to be good. Schober with quick hands, hits from the left side and drills it. They're playing her right on the line this time. But see if she can't put it in the gap. She looks at the ball outside. Schober, just a freshman herself. Plays the outfield. Has those white batting gloves. As Strunk looks in, 1 ball, no strikes. She chases one outside. That was a little bit off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. Lady Panthers need to make up some volume here. Strunk looks in, fires, swing and a miss by Schobert. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of the 3rd inning. Panthers need base runners. Strunk looks in, fires, and he foul tips it right into the catcher's mitt, and that's going to do it for Schobert. That's going to bring up McKenzie.
Up next, number 15, Mackenzie Schober.
Now McKenzie hits from the right side. Sadie hits from the left side. 2 outs. One fires, strike. No balls, 1 strike on McKenzie. McKenzie struck out her last at bat. No, excuse me, laid down a nice bunt to score her cousin. I was wrong. Beautiful bunt. She hits one over the second baseman's head for a base hit into right field. Good job of hitting by McKenzie, and that's what we need.
Up next, number 33, Peyton O'Connor.
Peyton O'Connor is now the next hitter. Peyton now moved from pitcher to first base. Here with 2 outs, let's see if the Panthers can't get something going. Sophie Peterson on deck. O'Connor digs in. Had a base hit her last at bat. Looks at one high and outside. They got her in a pickle. And they're going to get her, and that's going to do it for the Lady Panthers as they get caught off of first base, picked off. We move to the bottom of the 3rd with the Lady Panthers. Yet no runs on 1 hit and strand none. We'll be back with more Panther softball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Lady Panther Softball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Here we move to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Hannah Forrest is due up for the Lady Bears from Ava with an 11-1 lead here in the bottom of the 3rd. Now, 15-run limit in the tournament if they get it before 3 or 10 after 5. So let's hope the Lady Panthers can stop the bleeding right here. 1 ball, no strikes. Forrest, the cleanup hitter. She looks at the ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Forrest digs in, looks at one high, inside and low, makes the count 3 balls, no strikes. There's a pitch. Ball gets underneath Sophie's glove there at third base, and the bleeding continues. As a 3-0 count, they have the green light on, and she smokes one right at Sophie, and it gets right under her glove. That brings up McKenna Kuntz. She's had a day at the plate now. She's had 2 doubles. She strokes one foul, just foul down the third baseline, or that might have been double number 3. No balls, 1 strike. 11-1, leadoff batter on for the Lady Bears from Ava. There's a strike, good pitch there. As Hadley settling down, no balls, 2 strikes. She wheels and deals just a touch high. Landry will throw her out if she gets off of first base very far. 1 ball, 2 strikes. She ain't scared of nothing. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a pitch, a little low, and evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes with nobody out. Wine just a touch low, a good eye, and the runner Forrest is going to advance to second base, and she rounds there like she might go to third, but stops. Changes her mind. We've gone from an 0-2 count to 3 balls, 2 strikes. Hadley looks in, winds, deals. Ball 4, and that puts runners on first and second. And that brings up Hunter Strunk, the pitcher for Ava, as a courtesy runner comes in. Hadley Driscoll, the freshman, on the bump. 11-1 Ava. There's a pitch that's just a touch low. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners on first and second. 11-1 here. Nobody out. There's a pitch. There's a strike. They fire to the shortstop, but the runner gets back. I'll tell you, when I say fire, I mean it. Landry's got a cannon. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's one hit out into right center field. It gets down. Hicks is there, though, cuts it off, fires it into the shortstop. They have a play at the plate, but go to third. But another run comes across for Ava, and that makes it 12-1.
Up to bat, number 2.
And Strunk with a base hit. That brings up Abby Fortner, the shortstop. Runner still on first and second with nobody out here. There's a swing and a miss. Good pitch there. No balls, 1 strike. She winds and fires. A swing, hits a foul out of play down the third baseline. Goes over the other dugout. Makes the count 1, no balls, 2 strikes. And Hadley is settled right down. She's been more consistent in that strike zone. She wheels, she deals. There's one fouled off again out of play. The count remains no balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Here at the Family Pharmacy Lady Panther Classic. Hadley wheels, deals. One drilled, and the Ava batter's way ahead of the pitch. And she's hit like 3 or 4, either straight back or over the Ava dugout down the third baseline. Hadley winds, he fires. That's a ball inside, gets by the catcher, and there goes your force play as the runners advance up 60 feet. as it gets by Miller. One ball, two strikes, two outs, or nobody out. There's a pitch, fouled straight back, and she was right on that fastball. Just underneath it, just a touch. She winds, she deals, and it gets away, slips, and that evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, as that pitch got away from Hadley. 12-1 your score. Lady Panthers trying to stop the bleeding. They're swing and a miss, or a foul tip. It goes off of Landry's glove. Hadley winds and fires high and outside, makes it 3 balls, 2 strikes. Count's full. First base is open. Runners on second and third. Nobody out. Hadley. There's a base hit right back up the middle. Taylor fires it in, gets it to Driscoll, but the runner scores, and that's going to make it 13-1. With a runner on third and a runner on first. Runners on the corner with nobody out. '28's going to hit for Miley. Jones. And the ball comes in, and the Ava Bear just trots down to second. There's no play as runners were on the corner. No balls, 1 strike. Driscoll trying to get out of a jam. There's one drilled in the 6 hole, and that's going to score 2. As Schobert fires it home, it gets past the catcher, and the runner's going to go to second base as she drills it through the 6 hole, and that's going to be 15-1. And Ava Lady Bears are 1 run away from sending the Lady Panthers to the 3rd place game. Goss, the 9-hole hitter. Runner on second is the winning run. She swings and misses. Good pitch by Hadley. 15-1's your score. Driscoll winds and deals. There's a drill. Sammy has it. She's up. Or Sophie fires to first. A good play there by Sophie Peterson for the first out. That moves the runner to third, though, and back to the top of the order for these Lady Bears. We've seen them all night. And there's one high and outside. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Ava scores this runner, and it's all over for the Panthers. They go to the 3rd place game. Hadley. There's a ball, looked like a strike. They fire down to third. Runner's back head first. 2 balls, no strikes here. No runner on third. 1 out. Good play by Sophie there at shortstop. 1 out. There's a ball low. Moves the count to 3 balls, no strikes on Cudworth. Or excuse me, this is Stanifer. There's a strike inside. No, that's Cudworth. 3 balls, 1 strike on the leadoff hitter from Ava. There's one high and outside, and she draws a walk. Now runners on the corner again, and the dangerous Dalen Stanifer comes up. 3 for 3 on the day, and with like 100 RBIs. Runners on the corners for Ava. Panther defense in to make a play at the plate. Hadley with a good pitch there. No balls, 1 strike. Corners in. Driscoll winds and deals. There's one hit into left field. That gets down, and that's going to do it. That's going to be the ball game as the Lady Bears get her done here in quick order. 3 innings, 16-1. And move the Lady Panthers to the third place game here in the Family Pharmacy Lady Panther Invitational. And we'll be back with that third place game and see if Coach Hyde's going to come up and chat with us before then. I don't know with back-to-back games like this. We'll have to see. I'm sure they're going to give the girls a break to get something done and get ready to go for the third place game. But if we don't, we'll be right back here on in a few minutes with the third place game against the Houston Tigers. But you're listening to the Lady Panther softball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99.